Now, you've already heard me mention path types for references. So we're going to look at the different path types available to us when we insert a reference file into our current host drawing. Now, as usual, you know the drill by now. I've got path type complete open. If you want to follow along with the video, you want path type.dwg from your working files. Now, again, I've got a drawing where no reference files have been loaded up. I've got the ground floor and the first floor, as per previous videos. I'm going to go to the Insert tab on the ribbon, and I'm going to go to Attach. Now, when you're setting your path type for your reference file, you'll notice that topography and footprint foundation are in the same folder as the current host reference drawing. There's path type complete there, that's the drawing I'm using, and topography and the footprint foundation are in the same folder. So when I click on Open, I need to make sure that I've got a file selected. I can't just go and search for a file. I'm just selecting a reference file, and I've got to make sure that it's in the right place. So I can't just click on Open and it will find the file for me. You've got to physically go and find the reference file no matter which path you use. So I'm going to do topography first and click on Open. Because I've already shown you that it's in the same folder, I know that I can select relative path. Because I know that my topography reference is in the same folder. Now, if I wanted to find a reference file that was in a different folder, what I could do is go Full Path and then go Browse and go and look for that particular reference file. Now, I can still go back here to topography because I'm using a full path, click on Open, and as you can see there, it doesn't actually look any different. What's happening there is AutoCAD is looking for the full path, where that particular file is. So it's looking for your C drive or your network drive, and then folder and then subfolder. If I set that to relative path, all AutoCAD does is it looks in the same folder as the current host drawing. And if I do no path at all, it assumes that it is in the same folder. There's no actual looking done at all. It just assumes it's there. So you've got to be careful with this path selection. Now, the good thing is you can just hover over it like so, and it tells you. So you can locate the reference drawing by way of a full absolute path. That's a fixed known file location. The relative path to the reference file, or no path, where the name of the external reference, the file, must be located in the same folder as the current drawing file. If I go for relative path, I know that that is going to look in the same folder as the current host drawing, which is what I want because that's where my reference files are stored. So I click on OK. That's in the drawing. I'll just zoom out slightly and lose the unreconciled layers. I can do the same again here, Attach, and I'll go for the footprint foundation like so. Click on Open, and again, path type. I can have relative, full, or no path. Normally, if I know that my current host drawing and my reference drawings are in the same folder, that's the one I tend to use 99% of the time. It's up to you. It depends on how your filing is set up. For example, at your place of work, you might have to use full path. That might be what your CAD standard requires. Personally, I use relative path. Click on OK. And as you can see, there's the reference coming in, the footprint foundation, and I can close the unreconciled new layers. So that's how you can work with these path types when you're inserting references into your drawing using AutoCAD.